Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to take a look at a really popular cover channel called Sina Drums. This is a drummer named Sina who has had her channel now for going on 12 years, has 1.73 million subscribers, not bad. She does a lot of Led Zeppelin. And there was just a whole drama that unfolded right before my eyes. I saw it happen, but I haven't listened to the actual original video yet. She put up a complete album cover of Led Zeppelin 4, and it racked up about 250,000 views, and then suddenly it was gone. It was taken down. And so she made a plea to the band when that happened, because this is somebody who's done a lot of covers and without a doubt has helped spread the word about Led Zeppelin to younger people, younger generations, who might not have heard of them otherwise. So let's start by just looking at her video saying, hey, wait a minute, my video's gone. Oh, first, Adrian, do you know anything about this person? Have you ever seen her online before? Are you familiar with Sina?
I don't think so.
Good, all right, blank slate time then. All right, let's check out this video.
Dear Mr. Plant, dear Mr. Page, dear Mr. Jones. I am a big fan of rock, of true and honest music being played with real instruments, and of amazing songwriting. I love your music. Led Zeppelin will be forever one of the greatest rock bands of all time. In my latest video, I wanted to honor the late John Bonham and celebrate one of the greatest albums in rock history, Led Zeppelin 4. I have played along to the album for months, listening to every little detail in John's playing, and I tried to find out how to best learn from his style of playing. The goal was to record a drum cover of the whole album, completely unedited and recorded in one continuous take. On March 7th, I have released my cover of Led Zeppelin 4. Today, March 11th, I woke up to the news that my video was blocked. It was viewed 290,000 times since the release 5 days ago. The way copyright works for covers on YouTube, all my drum cover videos get completely demonetized, with all ad revenue being paid out to the rights holders of the songs that are being covered. Throughout the last 11 years of running this channel, I have generated more than 700 million views across all my videos. Most of these views were generated by covers, so it is safe to say that my videos have generated between $2 and $4 million for the music industry and for you, the artists. As an artist who covers your music, I do not get a share of that money. And you know what? That's fair. It is not my music, and of course the songwriters deserve to make money off of other people using their music. But here's the thing. I know that it's usually not the original band members who take these kind of decisions. Led Zeppelin 4 is owned by Warner Music Group. But shouldn't they also have an interest in the younger generation keeping rock music alive by celebrating it, sharing it, and playing it?
Yeah!
And how can I do that if I constantly have to fear my videos getting blocked? My cover of Led Zeppelin 4 got blocked manually by you, the rights holders, even though it's you who earns all the money this video generates. With no additional effort whatsoever, you earn all the money from my work. Dear Mr. Plant, dear Mr. Page, dear Mr. Jones, why don't you let me do my part in contributing to your pension? And is this really how you want to treat the next generation of musicians who want to keep your music alive? To all my viewers watching right now, if you have a way of contacting the members of Led Zeppelin or the rights holders of their music, please bring this issue to their attention. I do not ask to get a share of the ad revenue. All I ask is to be allowed to continue to make them money. Thank you very much for listening to my story.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah.
They get all the money, all right? They get the legacy of the band spread amongst the younger generations that did not hear about this band when they were around because they were yet to be born by like decades. Nothing but upsides for leaving the video up. And somebody took it down over at Warner Music Group. This happens for a variety of reasons, but it's absolutely insane to me that they would do this, that they would ever block any videos unless they have a very specific reason, like it's a video that they put together recently that they want the views and they know that it will generate a lot of income on its own. But something like Led Zeppelin 4, which came out, I'm sorry to say it, folks, but that album is 53 years old. So what are they doing? The exact same thing is happening with the Hendrix estate, or whoever owns the publishing for Jimi Hendrix, which I believe is the Jimi Hendrix estate, which is his family. They block everything. So you know what happens? People have no clue who Jimi Hendrix is anymore. His name is dropping off the history charts. Fewer and fewer young people know who he is because there's no way to spread information about him. So this has never made sense to me. This is something that Rick Beato also rails about quite a bit and has wide support for. It just doesn't make sense. Like she said, you don't earn anything for featuring somebody else's music. And we can attest to that. That's the case with the vast majority of our videos. But come into the new century, folks. Anybody in publishing, don't allow something like this to happen. It also makes the band look really bad. You can actually turn people off and create bad will, and they're like, well, screw it. I'm done with this band. So you don't want that. So anyway, they did wise up after seeing this video. They probably also looked at her subscriber count and said, whoops, hey. I don't know who. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, and John Paul Jones per se. It was probably somebody at Warner Music Group. But then she made this video. The situation got escalated, and lo and behold, she came back with an update. Let's watch the update.
All right.
Hey everyone! With this video, I want to give you a quick little update on the Led Zeppelin situation. For the full story, please watch my video from last week. In short, my drum cover of the album Led Zeppelin 4 got blocked. It is now unblocked and publicly available again. I want to thank everyone who helped me spread the message. All your efforts to get my story heard by the right people seem to have worked. Yesterday, someone from the Led Zeppelin team contacted me and they got the video unblocked. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the members of Led Zeppelin and the Warner Music Group. It would have been very easy to ignore this, but instead someone took action and got my video public again. I really appreciate that. Thank you all so much and see you very soon.
Okay, so a happy ending, right?
Yeah.
So one of the unexpected benefits to this is now we can actually react to some of her reaction video to Led Zeppelin 4. Usually it's difficult to do Zeppelin tracks all the way through. There'll be a problem usually. But I don't think we're going to encounter that here. So I thought, well, we could do Stairway to Heaven. We could do, this, that, the other thing, rock and roll. I figured why not do Four Sticks? Because that one almost never seems to show up on reaction channels. And it's even rare. I mean, she does lots of Zeppelin covers over and over again, but the only time she's ever done Four Sticks is in this video. So, and she's been around again 12 years. So I figured that's the one to look at. Let's go ahead and look at that. Now, Adrian, you remember that song at all?
Four Sticks is one of my favorites from Zeppelin.
Yeah, I can tell that the original story with that is that John Bonham had, I don't know if it was 4 sticks in each hand, but it might have been, to create that big sound. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out her cover of 4 Sticks.
All righty.
Baby, I've got to fly.
All right. Well,
Wow. That was exquisite drumming.
yeah.
Just perfection.
She is very comfortable playing these rhythms. I liked how her feet just kept doing this throughout the whole song. I mean, the slower version of the Haruna stuff we see all the time with Love Bites, but just constant. Let's put this back up for a second and just watch her feet motion and then watch the hi-hat and the bass drum here. It almost sounds like the bass drum is not on the one. It's on the offbeat.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it sounds to me like the hi-hat is on the one.
That must be the way to do it.
Yeah, I would imagine that it probably is. Now I have to go back and listen to the Zeppelin, but the more I think about it, yeah, I think that probably is what John Bonham is doing.
Yeah.
Because it feels so heavy, but part of the reason it feels heavy on the one is because he's got those, it looks to me like she's emulating him and has 2 sticks in each hand for a total of 4 sticks, and that she's using those toms to get the big thump on the ones and then using the bass drum on the offbeat. So it's like boom, 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 along with the hi-hat holding the beat, holding the one, holding the straight beat throughout. Very talented.
Yeah, it takes a lot of concentration to do that.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing. She's got a lot of control. I mean, and that's the thing is she just relaxes into the drum position, but she's right on. So she is an excellent drummer from what I can tell from this video. I have never watched her play the drums before. Obviously, she's got a following, and that's great. It looks like she's from London. Okay, very good. And yeah, I'm very impressed with how she did that. It's a pretty unusual song, but just the way that she performed it told me a lot about her style and her experience. So good on her.
Yeah.
Gee, maybe we should look at another song at some point in the future.
Sure.
I almost feel like we're getting a free pass here, assuming we can get the video up. I think we will. I don't think there'll be an issue. But so may as well take advantage.
Yeah.
Well, folks, why don't you let us know what you'd like to hear? Let's see what people think. Why don't you leave your thoughts below, folks? And what did you think of this whole saga having to do with blocking and unblocking and talking to the people in charge who never should have blocked the thing to begin with? What utter incompetence, in my view, anyway. That's just my personal opinion. But, if you want to make money, if you want to keep your band out there so that people know who they are so they'll continue to support the band and make the band more money, hello, you don't block videos.
Right.
It's just like, duh. It just seems like to me a no-brainer. So
Yeah, quite sadly, I've met a lot of people who don't know who Jimi Hendrix or Led Zeppelin are, and that's insane, man.
Yeah.
To me, anyway, it is. I guess
that's true. Yeah, it's particularly bad with Hendrix. I feel like just now the old people are the only ones who know who Hendrix is. So that's a shame. So anyway, make good choices if you're in publishing. And meanwhile, give us your thoughts on this video and your suggestions. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. Don't forget, we have a brand new second channel called Modern Rock Talk where we're putting all our interviews. So we've already got a few up there and more are coming. Please subscribe if you do go check it out. Hoping to get to 1,000 soon so that I can then start really pouring a lot of time into it. Until then, it was great seeing you here, and we will catch you on the next one, all right? Take care, folks.
See you all later.